Action.
Before we get started, there are a couple notes on this movie. One, it is one of the best review movies of the year, if not for a major release.
That makes
It's
sense,
got like
though.
98%,
That makes
99% on Rotten
sense.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
And the audience scores up there too in the high 90s.
I think this movie would have crushed in October.
Yes, I agree.
I feel like they kind of put it in the dumping grounds.
But they didn't believe in it
area. Yeah, which is weird.
April's becoming the new May. For the last couple of years they've been
Right.
trying.
Yeah, we did get Minecraft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a bunch of huge.
Mario 2 years ago.
But last year was March. That was all in March,
that's
right?
true,
Yeah,
March,
like Kung Fu Panda 3 and Dune and, all that shit was like put
Yeah,
in
they're trying to
March.
extend summer out till like January, I
They're
guess.
like, it doesn't make sense to hit March, skip April, and then go hard in May.
Yeah.
It's like skip March, go hard in April, and then launch your summer. Summer's 4 months now.
It almost needs to be that way, though, real quick, if you
Yes.
think about it. Like,
Yeah.
everybody get real hyped for March, and everybody breathe for April until we get our Marvel movies and everything else. So,
Right. Yeah.
$90 million budget.
That's it?
Oh, see, people are mad that it cost that much. This is a really... I wanted to review this for multiple
There's a
reasons.
lot of effects.
There's a lot of... Kugler...
There's very cool
Sci-
camera design things.
Directed-wise, it was great.
Yes.
The people are mad that he locked in a great deal with the studio to own the movie in 25 years. That guy isn't even 40 either, by the way.
Yeah, he's 38.
So when he's 50,
So he'll already have a movie. So everyone's trying to make it like this movie isn't as successful as it could have been had he cut a different deal, because corporate sucks and doesn't want other directors to go, oh, wait a minute. I want that deal.
You think they kind of buried it then?
They tried.
They tried.
The news stories from the last weekend and this weekend I just finished was like, yeah, it did make a bunch of money. However, like, no, there's no however.
Yeah.
It's...
We aren't even that hyped on it, but I'm glad it made money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like Ryan Coogler
It's
as a
original
director.
compared to what we normally get.
It's an
Plus
original
remakes.
story, but when it got to like, it's a vampire movie.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
The marketing is whole vampire movies. When it was just like, they're just like the vampires you know. Like,
Oh, classic.
it's not a twist on
No.
vampires.
Trope
Like,
City.
We're just
Garlic.
using stake to the heart.
Stake to the heart.
Silver.
Yeah.
Daylight.
It's...
It has to be invited inside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay.
old
I'm like,
school.
I don't know how I feel about this. Because I'm like, I like when we kind of do a spin on it, but then it's like,
It's actually
vampires.
nice, though.
Yeah.
Worked
To
with
go,
it, though.
yeah, to go back to the
just classic vampires.
classic
like,
vampirism. Yeah.
classic vampires. Yeah, the second they were like, you need to invite me in, I'm like, oh, okay, we're doing like OG vampires.
Yeah, yeah.
None of that sparkling Twilight bullshit,
Well, yeah, they can go in the sun. No, they can't.
Nah.
Okay, we got to start with the problems, because I know you're going to love them. There are some issues with this movie. One being, I think it took too long to get to where we need.
Yeah, we got two different movies. We got a look at Black history in the early 1900s.
Right.
And like how things went and how they
was
were
very
treated
Killers
and
of the
perceived.
Flower Moon.
Yes, it was very Killers of the
Like,
Flower Moon at the beginning.
Pretty
No, but
much
for real.
shot for shot, the intro when they're like riding into town.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is
Like,
very.
I would have
and I'm
taken
cool
like
with that.
That's what I'm saying. I would have taken a 30s gangster style movie with Michael B. Jordan.
Right.
I would have.
Right.
Like the whole plot of them robbed like at the end. Like
you can't pitch something that is more interesting
Than the
throw
thing-
vampires. Like, and I'm like, no, I was kind of vibing.
yeah,
with
you know what would have
we
made
were
this
doing.
even better? Vampires. Well,
Yeah.
but yeah, that was my main
I think it
problem.
took too long to
too
get.
long to get there, and people confused how people talked in the 30s for overacting
Okay.
or whatever decade. I can't remember what
Okay.
decade, but like it was just I couldn't
The
get over
accent.
the over the topness
Yeah.
of the like. Do you hear I'm doing a voice? It's almost what it felt like. And all of them, Michael B. Jordan and Haley Steinfeld, were the worst as
But
far as
Michael
the
B. Jordan
over the
didn't feel
top.
like he was playing a character. He felt like Killmonger from
That's what I
Black
mean.
Panther, where he's just like,
Really?
I'm kind of an asshole. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the last few movies, he kind of almost keeps playing that character. Even in
Right.
Creed,
Yeah.
like, it feels.
Yeah, Creed's a little better because he's
Creed's
like,
no good movie, but like it's almost like that weird. Yeah,
he's
like
supposed to be redeeming.
yeah.
Like Smoke and Stack, like, well, I think they're good characters. It's like either we didn't get enough on top for me to like actually care,
That's what's weird.
or we got too much.
It took too long, but we still didn't get enough on their relationship. It felt
right,
like.
right.
Like, we're
we
supposed
just
to
kind
believe
of
that
got
they
launched
were
in.
like, but we didn't get it. he had a couple of the dramatic scenes, but I don't know. I didn't feel like, for them being so super tight and super family,
What they could have done, I think, to make them seem more close, is probably like have a flashback when they were like kids.
Yes.
Because remember they were like talking about how they had to kill their dad because he was an evil man.
Right.
They should have like
You
implemented like a
Can we see that?
like a flashback.
Maybe? Yeah.
maybe.
Can we see
And,
that?
like they're making a pact or something. And
Yeah.
then before they went to Chicago, I think that would like
like the Chicago thing. Like, oh, we're back from this thing.
Yeah,
and
because
it's
they
like,
were working for Al Capone. That's
what thing? That's what I mean. There was another movie
can
in
we
here.
see that? Can I see that? Like, right.
Yeah.
Like you spent like 30, 40 minutes like on stuff that is like a precursor to the vampire stuff, but then you set up more plot that we didn't see. And it's like everything they told us about, I'm like, that sounds a little bit more interesting than just vampires. Even though the vampire stuff was fun and it was cool.
I'm going to say something that we
It's
said
like
a bunch.
gory.
Should have been a series.
Should have been a series.
Should have been a series.
Yeah, but if the build-up was to just vampires, like that would have been a little weird.
If you did like
right?
I don't mean like a 7-season series. If you did like an HBO 6-episode, Michael B. Jordan produced,
Okay.
Ryan Coogler directed series.
That would have been better.
And the whole first episode, you could have dived into the Al Capone stuff and all the dad stuff and really let loose.
Just like into their lives. Like,
Yeah.
Before.
Because it's like a 2-hour and 20-minute movie, but somehow it feels too long and not enough at the same time.
Well, Michael B. Jordan isn't even our protagonist.
Yeah,
No.
that's what's
Our
really
protagonist is
Sammy,
guitar playing Sammy, who has,
B.B. King.
devil hands from Futurama,
You know, I think they like adapted that from the story of Robert Johnson. You know, the guy at the crossroads.
Yeah,
Where he, like,
mix
sold
the
his
deal with
soul.
the devil.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't, though, right? Like, he didn't sell his soul. He just got the guitar as a gift. So, like, right?
Yeah, he got it as a gift. But
Because Michael B. Jordan, like, gives it to
I think
him,
that's what he's
so-
alluding to. Like,
Yeah,
that's
sure.
supposed to be in that same
he's
kind
supposed to
of...
be like that.
Because they do super close-ups on the guitar multiple times. Even before nothing happens.
Well, even
it's
the
like,
scene where he's playing,
at the
and
end,
it's like we have different generations of like music, like this time-traveling guitar that he's playing.
Yeah,
you know what I
like,
mean? And like
in there, 90s.
the whole reason our big bad is coming is because he's like, I need your music power or whatever.
Because he thinks it can like get his people back or something.
Yeah,
like
get
that.
his ancestors
Get
back.
his ancestors back, yeah.
So
So that's what I'm saying. It started to get a little weird.
maybe a flashback of him
Something.
planting the guitar. Like our villain, our main vamp, like sucked. Like
Yeah, Remick wasn't really.
he just had like no weight. You know, he just shows up.
Yeah.
And then is like,
I
I gotta kill you now.
On Remick.
Something like Native Americans are chasing him.
Yeah.
Don't let him in. Don't let him in.
Mm.
Like, are we gonna bring that back? Are we doing anything with? Nope. Okay. Cool.
No, and that's
Like,
I think
sweet.
the weakest part of the entire movie, actually, my weakness was the classic, like, they let the guy in, people come to warn the people, and they're like, get out of here. We're fine letting the bloody, weird guy in. He totally won't screw us over. You know what I mean? And then, obviously, then the movie starts.
Yeah, just don't let the vampires in.
And the whole movie wouldn't have happened.
If Haley Steinfeld wasn't in this movie, the movie wouldn't have existed. Like,
He was like, sorry, I can't let you back in. Oh.
yeah, hey, these 3 creepy people showed up on our doorstep and we're being hella creepy. I'm gonna go outside and see what that all.
Yeah, I'm
that's
gonna
all
talk
about,
to them
guys.
outside.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see what they want. You know, like.
Dear Lord.
But it kind of made sense. I know we're nitpicking now, but
Sure.
that part made more sense because when they're having the party, people wouldn't give a shit. You know,
No.
they're drinking,
Right.
they're banging in
They
the
want
back.
money.
Yeah,
You know what I
they
mean?
didn't
Yeah,
care.
they want people to spend money on drinks, so of
Yeah.
course they
Let me
let
go-
them in.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I know you're super hyped on the movie.
I'm not trying to like crap on it. I'm
No,
just
no, no.
I'm just like
It's just,
trying
things
to.
they could have like improved
Yeah.
on.
I just don't think it was like, oh my god, this is the best movie in the last 25 years.
It
Like
was
some of
good.
the reviews
I
would
wouldn't go
have
that
you.
far.
I liked
you
it.
believe.
I've seen
No,
some
so,
good movies.
by the end of this, you'll know that we all liked it. But I just mean some movies get unjustly shit on, and some movies get unjustly hyped.
Yeah.
Like over the top. I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Like, was it a good? Yeah.
Was the action good? Sure.
Absolutely.
Was the gore good?
Mhm.
Yeah. Did I have fun watching it?
Yeah.
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 I did. I like vampires. What can I say?
I
You
just
know.
I don't want 10
No
more
fangs
movies.
though. We didn't get a lot of fang
That's true.
action. You know.
90 million seems.
No one turned into a bat. Like
That is.
if we're doing classic vampires, like
Where's my bat?
where's Michael Bat
Well,
Jordan?
We got close. Remick flew just for like a
He
second.
does.
That
He
weird,
does
like-
fly. Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
He
like
flew
he's
for like a quick second.
almost as if he got pulled by a wire and was attached to
I
a
mean, like-
harness. It was very just like.
I would have believed you if you told me the movie was like a $30 or $40 million movie.
Yeah,
Because I feel like most of that budget probably went to the actors
Mm.
because they had some, they had to pay some people. I mean, Michael B. Jordan had 2 parts.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah, they've had to pay him double.
Did he get like paid for did he get 2 checks for each? Or
I mean, it's double the work.
You'd think so.
They even split him up. Now he has to be in the A and the
I
B
think-
plot.
I
like,
think my problem with the overacting there was because those scenes where he's like talking to himself is like so over the top. Like
the beginning where they're like smoking and like handing it to
It's
each
like-
other.
it's
like
so weird.
the CGI, I think looked a little weird right
You
at the
think so?
right at the beginning. Like as they're like handing, there's like a little like almost like a tear. Like maybe
Because they probably shot it.
it might
to
have just
where
been my eyes
he
adjusting.
handed it to
but-
another dude that they brought in, and then they
And
went
then
cut, and
over-
then they
And they
switched
switched
and had
it. So
Michael
there's just
there.
like
So they had to-
maybe I'd have to watch it again, but there might be like a little discrepancy there, which
I gotta watch it.
whatever,
Gotta rewatch
you
it
know.
now. Yeah.
I don't
JJ's
know.
like, man, this was my movie of the year, and you guys
I don't know.
absolutely.
No, I liked it. I enjoyed watching it. Yeah, but
It's a primary candidate for my movie of the year.
Oh, all
We
right.
still got.
There has to have been a
we
lot
still
of good
gotta
ones, so
close
I
out
believe
this
that.
is probably somewhere in my top 10
Yeah.
So far
for the
sure,
year.
for sure.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it
we
was-
still
it
have
was
a
a fun
long way to
movie.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we still
but
got many more movies.
there's no Sonic 3 on the horizon, guys. I'm just gonna break it to you now.
Deadpool and
No
Wolverine.
Deadpool and
No
Wolverine.
Deadpool
Nothing
and
will save us
Wolverine.
this year. Okay, we have Thunderbolts, and maybe that'll do good.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
That's next week.
Yeah, I know.
It is,
I
yeah.
know.
Or this week.
And then Final
Holy
Destination is the
shit.
next week.
We're,
Wait,
it's
is it?
summertime.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't Tony Todd in the new Final Destination?
It's his final movie.
Final movie?
Ooh.
Yeah. I gotta watch it now because Tony Todd's
That's your guy.
That's
We
my-
have to
okay.
do
my
the
guy.
quick series overview review video. Of
Never
all-
watched Final
He's never
Destination.
watched them.
Really?
Never seen them.
Never?
No, and not because I don't want to. It's
You
just
just
like
didn't.
It's never.
It came
it's a
out
lot,
when he
I
was
think.
little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. All I've heard is people crap on Final Destination.
the first one,
so-
like I've said before, is like Saw. The first one's good. They should have just stopped making it after
just-
the first one.
It got very 1,000 Ways to Die.
That's what I've heard.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's, just, it's
Yeah.
like
Sinners.
yeah. Back to the movie we're reviewing.
Dear Lord.
What what's your score? I've been dying to know what you.
Okay, so my score for Sinners is it's high,
There
but
we
it's
go.
not like a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
It's like 8.5.
Oh wow.
Okay,
That's
alright,
that's generous.
That's
good.
respectable.
That's
Okay,
good.
no, I get that.
Like it was a good movie, but since we like talked about like all these,
See, we
like,
crushed
improved-
his spirit.
No,
we gotta
you
give
did
score.
not
We gotta give
crush my
scores at the
spirit.
beginning.
So he
We
can
have
go.
to all write our
So we-
scores down on a piece of paper.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
I'm
But-
setting that rule now.
But since we like talked about it like over the phone, but like after I watched it, I'm like, it was a little too long, and it kind of took forever to get to the vampire.
And we are like a
He's never
week.
gonna talk to us.
We are a week. a week removed from watching it.
That's true.
So
He
it's
called me
marinated
coming
in
out of
our
the theater. He's
system.
like,
right.
Well, you have your right now. It's about and now he's like, oh yeah, you guys made me realize.
8.5. Yeah.
If you can't accept good criticism, then you're not doing your job right.
No.
But I think with the duration we could have worked on side stories, that would have been like a good thing to implement too.
I just worry they're going to turn it into a franchise.
I don't want.
That's what I fear.
With that end credit scene though.
That's what I'm saying. I almost
You
feel like
know?
I'm giving it a lower score because I'm worried on the horizon that they're going to milk the shit out of this.
But it is just vampires though.
It's just vampire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
If they actually make a series of that,
Are we moving back into vampires are cool again? Because we do we always have like the phase werewolves, zombies, vampires, werewolves, zombies, vampires. I'm serious. We just had Zombie City, and now
Yeah.
I don't know.
So 8.5 is
Okay.
mine. Yeah.
Okay.
the end scene shootout was the highlight of the movie for sure.
Yeah.
When he's like just gunning them down,
Yes.
you know.
It was funny because there was some tropey stuff too. The scene where they're all in a circle and like, you got to eat the garlic. I don't want to eat the garlic. You must be the vampire.
I
It
don't
just
like
felt like a
garlic.
sci-fi movie.
It was those scenes that made me be like, "Am I watching Abigail right now?" You know what I mean? Like the screams Kevin Durant, like not the basketball
Like, which
player.
one
the-
killed him? Dear God, man.
Yeah, like that would have been a cool scene. Like if one actually died by the dark.
yeah.
That was
Jay, give your score. Break his heart. Before I have
break
to.
his heart.
I'll give. I think it's a 7 out of 10.
Really?
Like 6.
Yeah, I'm like a 6.5.
6.5.
I think. Yeah.
No, it's definitely it's a fun movie, and if you're into vampires or
Yeah.
or Michael B. Jordan, you're gonna love the movie.
Right.
I know that it's
You
a
get
good.
two Michael B. Jordan.
You get double the Michael B. Jordan.
Also, I've said I can't stand movies that do this. I hate
said
when
that 1,000
movies do
times.
this, where they have the
They're
same
normally
actor
terrible.
play. They're normally bad. This was probably the best one,
Mm.
but like the Gemini Mans of the world, you know, and like every other time they've done it.
It
So
doesn't-
you know,
no Nutty Professor, no Coming to like America.
those are
It's
different.
a little.
Those
He
are a
means like
little
when they're
different.
playing almost the exact
Like same
versions of
characters?
themselves.
Oh, okay.
Like, but from 10 years in
Mickey
the future.
17.
Okay.
Mickey 17.
The only one I could think of that worked because it was 2 actors, but was supposed to be playing the same guy was Looper
Twins. Oh,
with Bruce Willis and oh god, what's his name? I can't remember his.
but it was different actors.
It was different actors.
Right.
Playing the same character.
Yeah.
So cool. That makes sense. But,
Sonic 3 is a culprit, but they are different characters.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's hard. You're not wrong. It's hard to not just make your brain go dumb.
Yeah.
Because you know, like no matter how much you try to suspend your disbelief,
But
that
that's
it's
that's
the
a
same.
personal.
But that's a
pet peeve.
personal.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You're right.
That's
You're right.
my. I hate it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of good
Yeah.
examples.
Or just cast twins. Like at that
True.
point, you know what I
Right.
mean? Cast real twins. Like
there
there's a
are
bunch
such
of
thing
twins
as
in
Yeah.
there's maternal twins and fraternal twins or whatever. There's like exact lookalike.
I want exact. If we're gonna do the exact lookalike,
but
then
you can do twins that like don't look at all like each other, and they're twins. There's identical twins and not. You know what I mean? So you could
Right.
just cast another dude that looks
Right.
similar but not the same, and be like, we're twins, but
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like the exact same.
Yeah, this is twin hate. I
Yeah,
won't
we are
stand
hating
for
on
it.
twins. I'm sorry.
I won't
Your
stand
twin's
for
gonna be
this
pissed.
twin discrimination.
Sorry.
Just twinmination.
Twin discrimination.
Twins.
You invented a new word. That's
Discrimination.
pretty good.
Sorry, twins.
Sorry, twins.
So yeah, this would definitely. I think this isn't. There has not been a lot of good movies.
No.
We've
No.
seen a lot, and they have. Not
Minecraft
been
is a
good.
candidate for the top 10, and that's not
Minecraft's
good.
It's a fun movie.
I know,
Yeah.
but
Is it better than this? No.
no.
But it's probably way more fun.
Yeah.
You can be a jackass and get high or drunk and scream out chicken jockey. You know, and people are like, yeah, chicken jockey.
Get arrested.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
think that's it. Sinner. Sorry, JJ.
Why are you saying sorry?
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy